All right, everybody, part two now of the lawn and garden industry meetup here in Brisbane. If you missed part one, I'll leave it up in the link here and you can go and click on that, or I'll leave it down in the description and go and click on that and that'll take you through to part one. Now in part two, we go have a chat with the rep from Ego and check out a new whipper that should be released in Australia over the next 1 or 2 weeks now, coming early September. We also had a chat with the gentleman from Hanza wood chippers. That was a good chat with him, sort of get an idea about, you know, what they do and what they can supply. And we also had a chat with the gentleman from Crest Commercial, which was a company and a brand that I'd never heard of, but really interesting, going to be a big player in the game as well, I think, in the way of the battery element. So we have a chat with the gentleman from there too, gives us a bit of an insight into Crest Commercial as well. I just wanted to also apologise again if I didn't say it in part one, that unfortunately I couldn't get round to all the brands on the day. Unfortunately, I missed out when talking with Cox Mowers, who brought some Right Standers along. I didn't get a chance to chat with the people from Greenworks, unfortunately, and also ICL. Unfortunately, I missed out from chatting with ICL, which I really wanted to have a chat with as well. And then also Husqvarna. I just didn't get to them as well. Unfortunately, on the day with my bung leg and my inexperience with interviewing people and moving around a public part, you know, moving around people in public and filming myself, blah, 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 blah. I was just really slow with my leg and the inexperience. So apologies that I didn't get to those brands as well. And, you know, they'll be top of the list for next year to get to and make sure I cover them and what they're bringing to the industry as well. As always, guys, if you can, subscribe to MoTime and click the like button just to help the channel out. I really do enjoy it, and make sure you click the like button on part one if you enjoyed that as well. But anyway, let's get into the video. All right, everybody, we're here with Alex from Ego, and he's going to have a quick chat to us about, you know, how Ego came on board to, you know, support today's event, and also what sort of gear they've brought along for any of you contractors looking at home at switching to, you know, any battery operated gear, etc. So yeah, thanks Alex for taking the time to chat with us today, mate. And yeah, we'll have a bit sort of overview of yeah, what you sort of brought along, the sort of warranty your gear comes along with, you know. But first, we'll start off. How did you end up getting involved? You know, Ego getting involved with today.
So my boss, Barry Crowhurst, has been on the LMCA page probably since its inception. He talks to Ben and to BJ and stuff. And as soon as it was announced on the thing, I think I got a screenshot of it. It was like 5 minutes posted in. He sent
onto it.
He sent us emails and he's like, guys, we got to get on this. We fast tracked some of our brand new commercial stuff. So our brand new 56 volt commercial stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Up from Victoria.
Awesome.
And I think we've got a bunch of engineering samples here, but up from Victoria, and we wanted to show. He wanted really to show them off today. He actually would be here today, but he's flown off and he's with the US team today. So he sends
big operations.
Yeah, that's it. He sends his regards out to us here in Queensland.
Well, good on. Well, thanks very much for making it today, and it's just been an absolute fantastic morning. I think that everyone would agree. You know, sadly there's some people who weren't unfortunately able to make it, so hence why I'm shooting this video for the people who may have missed out. But yeah, so tell me, what sort of, how does Ego fit into the commercial range sort of thing? Like what sort of tools, etc., on offer for people looking to look at Ego as a supporting brand for their business?
So Ego, we've been focusing on domestic tooling for the last couple of years. Really focusing into it. We did have a commercial launch back in 2017. The tools, I don't think the tools are very correct. I don't think they were missing some beats. You could only use them with backpack technology. So we've kind of gone away from commercial for a little bit. We've improved our domestic tools.
And then come back.
Our multi-tools, a lot of contractors use our multi-tools, our blowers. They're all designed for the domestic market, but totally over-engineered. Contractors love them. And so we're going to be releasing over the next 2 years. We're going to be doing pretty much focusing on the commercial market.
So what sort of what sort of tools can you recommend you got here today, or toys, so to say, for the people at home, maybe some toys? I run one of the 52 centimetre sled cuts myself for my business, which I've absolutely loved. I'm yet to do actually a review on the channel for it, but it's fitted into my business perfectly. For those clients that have a lot of stairs, I can just whoop and up the stairs and away I go, sort of thing. So I definitely can recommend the Select Cut 52 centimetre for you guys at home who are wondering. But for what else you got here in the way of the ride-ons here, sort of thing? There's some interesting. That thing looks like it'll carry your golf clubs around a golf course and also mow it at the same time.
Oh, definitely. So that's our brand new 42 E-Steer.
Yeah.
We've kind of, for the domestic market, a lot of the guys don't really know how to use or don't want to learn how to use lap bars.
Yes.
And so we've gone, what can we do?
Literally to a steering wheel.
Do a steering wheel. If you can drive it, there's a marketing. Drives like a car, turns like a CTR.
Yeah.
I think that's what my marketing says about that.
Yeah.
But super easy to use, mate.
Quite responsive with turning, sort of thing.
That's it. It's amazing, and you've put it on full lock. It will turn on a dime.
Yeah. Wow. Well, good on you. I mean, like that I haven't seen before yet on any sort of stander or not stander, sit down, zero turn or something like that. So I think that will tick a lot of boxes.
And it's got all of its information packages that are built into the wheel. It looks exactly like a Formula One style.
I was about to say that, yeah.
That's it. It unfortunately doesn't have your lap times on it.
No.
But
we can always add a little timer or something to the side of it.
We can always watch the market for that one. And the one next to it is...
as long as it doesn't go as fast as an F1 car, then we're...
Yeah, thank God. The next one is the 52 centimetre fabricated deck, zero turn. So a little bit of beef up version. She's got fatter tyres on the rear and the front.
Bit more of a brute sort of thing.
Yeah, she's got a 25 horsepower equivalent motor instead of a 22 on the 42. Kind of aimed it more at the commercial guys with the bigger blocks and stuff like that. It technically is still a domestic unit. And all our tools all run under 100 decibels.
Oh, wow.
So it's you're not gonna, you can wear hearing. I just put my headphones in, play some music, and I have to check it's on. So
which is a big selling point, of course.
Big selling point, and it's big. Really good. We took these. We're up at Townsville the other day, and we were demoing him at a school. And he could run that ride-on mower right up to the school windows.
Wow.
And while the teachers were teaching, and we would open the door and say, "Hey, could you hear us?" And you could hear us, but it wasn't intrusive. They could continue teaching. With a petrol one, you can't speak. You have to yell.
You have to do all your mowing before 7 a.m. sort of thing before the kids turn up.
And that's it. And it's for the people that are looking after the hospitals, the aged care, the schools. They have to. Before, they had to have operation time before school and after school, which means they probably wouldn't get home till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. But with our technology and with battery technology, they can operate during school time.
During school time, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, thanks very much for taking the time to chat with us today. Guys, if you're after any more information regarding Ego, reach out to your local stockist or just email the Ego team on their website, and they'll be able to get back to you with more in-depth questions if you have anything regarding any of the equipment you see behind me, sort of thing. So thanks very much, mate, for taking the time to chat with us. And if you can.
That's full speed, 5,500 RPM.
Yep.
Speed
adjust it. Yep.
And it's a variable speed too, so you can run it.
So how long is this?
Ah, nice. Yeah. More throttle control. Yeah, lovely. That handle, a big thing for me.
We've upgraded that handle.
Yeah, a big thing for me with brush cutters. I've had like a multitude of different brands over the years, as we all do as contractors. And the biggest thing is handle. The handle is so important.
And you have some brands like the whippy handle or whatever it's called.
Whipper gripper. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I knew it was something like that. And it is, you mount on to these guys.
Yeah.
User preference for a lot of these tools.
Yeah.
We tried to engineer that handle to kind of suit. Pretty easy adjustment. Just flick it back. You can wiggle it up and down.
Yeah. No, it already feels great in hand, and the rubber with even the rubber of some of the handles I've used over the years it needs to be right. I've had some rubbers that are too hard, too stiff,
and too soft. They break apart.
And then the other way you go. Yeah, exactly. That's right. It's I think a lot of people don't realise how much focus and attention needs to go into the handle of a whipper. I'm sure, to a degree, carbon fibre must handle vibration really well as well.
It's a pretty stiff material.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot stronger than aluminium.
Yeah.
It's pretty flexible. You can throw these in the back of the ute, back of the van. You don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's our previous generation of line trimmers had carbon fibre on them as well, and we never had any problems with
No, yeah. And of course, carbon fibre always looks awesome. So very comfortable handle. That's new as well, which is
it's standardised,
quite easy to operate.
It's standardised across all our line trimmers now.
Yep.
So this is the new multi-tool.
Yep.
We don't have a set release date on this one, but as you see, it's the
super easy to operate. Just trigger forward. Some of them I've used either have something on top that you've got to sort of push with your palm or your thumb, and the operation of that is a little bit annoying. Yeah, this is just bang straight into your trigger figure and away you go, sort of thing. So
45 centimeter cutting swap on it as well.
Yep. Not heavy at all.
Turn it all the way.
No, we'll turn it up. Well, I'll do the different speeds. This is the lowest setting speed. And then up to the next setting. And highest setting. Yeah, it's got some grunt.
So on a 5 amp battery, you probably get around about an hour on time.
Yeah, nice.
That's full tilt. So.
And then to turn it off, does it automatic turn off or?
Turns off.
Oh, cool.
As long as you don't hit the trigger.
Yeah. It'll just shut down.
Or if you're worried about it,
just pull the battery out. Yeah.
Another big improvement we've done with the batteries and flip it over.
Yep.
You notice we've actually put a cover on it.
You've changed this. Yeah. The gear I've got had something down here.
Yeah.
And that would.
It's been a big thing with us.
Yeah.
Basically keeps all your terminals clean.
Yeah. So connection is right.
If you do get dirt in here and stuff, we'll push it into the terminals.
Yes. Yeah.
It has killed some batteries in the past.
And then affects operating. Yeah.
So that
smart.
Keeps this stuff.
Yeah. Protect it. Yeah. House it.
All our tools are also XMP5 weather resistant.
Yes. Yep.
You can actually shoot that with a pressure washer.
And it'll be still operational. Yeah, which ideally, many contractors, they work in the rain a bit. Sometimes you've got to slug it out and go through the rain. And
back of the ute.
That's it. Yeah. Awesome.
It's all fine.
All right, there you go, guys. That's the STX 4500 from Ego. Go check it out. I haven't used one, but just from here, operational feel in the hands feels fantastic.
Launching first week of September.
Oh, there you go. Launching first week of September. So that is not far away. 2 weeks away. So hold out 2 weeks and you'll be able to get one. Yeah. Awesome, mate. Thanks again, mate. Appreciate your time. Thank you. All right, everybody, we're here with John from Hanza, who make wood chippers, and he's just going to take a minute to talk to us about, firstly, how they came to be here today, and then also, what you provide for the contracting markers. So, how did you end up being here today?
Well, actually, I saw it on social media. I follow BJ, and saw it a couple of weeks ago. So we reached out and said, look, if you got some room, we'd love to come and support you guys. So,
and all honesty, I think there's a lot of people out there, especially contractors, who are really starting to take notice of wood chippers and the game they play in a contractor's job, sort of thing. Like, they're not necessarily just for arborists, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of guys who do trimming, and want to dispose of the stuff on the client's garden bed or something like that. So, wood chippers are, I think, becoming more and more of a thing in contractors, back of their trailers sort of thing. So,
Yeah, well, look, and the other thing is, look, certain councils now, they charge you to you dump your green waste.
Yeah.
So, if you can leave the wood chips with the customer, one, it saves you time running to the tip, and two, it's good for the gardens.
Yeah. Now, we were just talking briefly about what's available for contractors. So what's the smallest wood chipper you have available for now, and what's the biggest one?
Look, we have everything from a 3-inch through to a 10-inch chipper. For the contractors, our C7.
That's this one here, is it?
It'll do up to 70 mil. That would be a starting point for the contractors.
Okay.
But the most popular would be our C13.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. And where is Hanza from? Where have they come from? Who makes sort of their product?
Okay, so we're manufactured in New Zealand. We've been around for 40 years.
Yeah, just across the pond.
Just across the pond. So we've got a head office here in Brisbane. We're now in Germany, selling across to there, and over in the UK as well.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah. So if you're in the market for a chipper and you might think one might fit into your business model, then of course reach out. Whereabouts in Brisbane are they based?
Up at Caboolture.
Up at Caboolture, okay. Reach out to them at Caboolture there, and they'll be able to help you out with any further questions, that you might have regarding wood chippers. But yeah, thanks again, mate, for coming today and supporting what has been an absolutely great first event. I mean, a lot of people are cleared out now, but yeah, it's almost 1:30 now, and people are only just leaving. So yeah, but thanks again for coming on board. We appreciate the time and effort everyone's put into it.
Excellent.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. All right, everybody, you join me here with James from Cress, and this is a new brand that I haven't heard of, and saw them and thought, wow, their gear looks pretty good. I had commercial written on the side, so it definitely attracted me straight away. So what can you tell us about Cress?
Cress is new to the Australian market. It's a true commercial product for the commercial user and contractors, councils, government departments.
Yeah.
It's got an 8-year battery warranty for commercial users.
Yep.
5-year warranty on the skins. But the best thing is no downtime. You can charge the batteries in 8 minutes from the cyber tank.
Wowzers, yeah. If you're not aware of battery gear and charging it, 8 minutes is really quick. And then he was just telling me too recently that you can always, another problem contractors come up against, especially in our Australian summers, is how fast batteries heat up, and then they won't want to work and they won't want to charge. But yeah, tell us a bit more about charging in heat.
So our batteries aren't affected by heat. So as soon as they've gone flat in one of the products, you can put it straight on the cyber tank and it'll instantly charge. It doesn't need to cool down.
Yeah, wow, that I haven't heard of, and that is going to be a massive selling thing for Cress with their batteries. And yeah, like I mentioned, we don't have real cool summers here in Australia, especially with you out in your gear. And then most of the time, if you're running your gear on the back of your trailer, it's exposed to the sun there as well, sort of thing. Unless you've got a nicely air-conditioned van or an ice box to keep your batteries in, then you can be in a bit of trouble. But yeah, so what sort of gear have you got laid out for us today?
It's a true game changer for the industry. So we start with self-propelled mowers, contractor grade. We have brush cutters, edges, blowers, chainsaws. And the product range will expand early next year.
Do we have anything for the people who run the sort of ride-ons as of yet, or that's not yet at the moment? It's mainly just handheld sort of tools.
No ride-ons at the moment, but we also do a range of robotic mowers.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, which we all know they are exploding really here in Australia, robotic mowers. I'm keen to sort of get one for my own backyard because I have zero time to mow my own lawn. All right, so can you tell us, where is Cress actually from?
Cress is a German business. They've got a 93-year history of making tools, power tools, and they're big in Europe.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So they've been out on the market for quite some time, so they're already proven themselves on the market, but they're just obviously new and about to release here in Australia.
That's right. They've got a strong pedigree and they've had that for a while.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm pretty keen to try these guys out. This mower in front of us here looks like a brute. It looks like it could take a bit of force, and I'm actually liking the catcher bag size for that. That looks like it holds a good amount of grass there as well, as opposed to other battery related, and it looks tough. It looks like it could take a bit of a belting and still keep going.
It's a large 88-litre catcher.
Okay, that'd be why. Yeah. No, it looks fantastic. So that's something we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for. Well, thanks very much, mate, for taking the time to chat to us. And yeah, keep an eye out for Cress upcoming in the future in Australia. All right, everybody, we're with Paul, who's representing Gravely and Bushranger here today on this beautiful, beautiful morning, which has been a pretty fantastic first meet.
Except the wind.
The wind,
The wind did pick up our marquees and throw them across the other side.
Yeah, you pegged them down now.
Peg them down, yep.
It's like that windy day at the beach, isn't it? You don't do anything, all of a sudden it's blowing down the beach. But anyway, so yeah, mate, could you tell us like how you came on board today, like how you got an understanding of this day happening, and yeah.
So we at RGS and like you said, Bushranger and Gravely's part of our brand of sweets, Sweeter brand, sorry. We work really closely with contractors in any case, so obviously we know BJ really well, being a local to our head office in Queensland. So it's always great to help out our contractor base. They make our business, and we're a family-owned business, and we understand that contractors are family-owned businesses. So it's really important to get behind the contractor network.
100%.
And it's a great cause. BJ's put together this event for a great cause. So all we could do was say yes. Let's just get behind it. And we gave away some great prizes today. It was good to see some people.
That was certainly good.
It was good. That was really good.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about what you have sort of here? Obviously not every piece of equipment, but maybe a little bit about some of the gear here, just that any contractor who might be watching this might be aware.
So what we wanted to do was just showcase some of the commercial level bushranger gear handheld that we have. We certainly want to bring along our new commercial range of 36 volt line, our battery line, and obviously our very popular two-stroke equipment, blowers and trimmers, etc. Our brand new battery powered sprayer, which we're really happy with.
I noticed that earlier and I thought I hadn't seen that before, so that's a new product to market, isn't it?
And we're really happy with that product. It works a treat. Actually, BJ's using 2 of those and he's really happy with them. And then we've got Spartan represented here, so Bushranger Spartan represented here with our KG stander, and of course our popular self-propelled, and then a range of Gravely product. We've got our new EVs which launched to market about 2 months ago.
Wow, okay,
Our battery EVs, zero turns, and then a range of standards and zero turns
and that's a big thing in the market now, isn't it? Really moving on to the battery upper standers, ride-ons sort of thing. For the guys who operate, ride-ons or stand-ons at home, that could be a game changer in efficiency, not stopping to get petrol, all the usual things that come along with battery operated gear. And talking warranty, what sort of warranty for commercial guys with this sort of gear? It obviously changes depending on probably the product.
Generally, Bushranger will have a 3-year commercial warranty. We tie that in with purchase of Bushranger oil, like a lot of manufacturers do. Just buy our 2-stroke oil, and we'll guarantee the product for 3 years. Sorry, it's 5 years. It's 3 years standard, up to 5 years. With our oil, and Gravely, it depends on the product. Obviously some product is more directed at a domestic consumer level. And then we've got obviously commercial gear that's coming with 5-year plus warranties.
No, that's fantastic. Well, thanks, mate. At home, if you're looking for anything Bushranger or Gravely, make sure you reach out to your local dealer and they'll be able to help you out. And making sure again you choose the right equipment for your line of business and clientele. But thanks very much, mate, for taking the time to chat to everybody at home. And thanks again for coming out and supporting what has been a fantastic morning.
And you guys all missed a great day.
I know. Try and make it next year. Thanks, mate. Appreciate your time. Thank you. All right, guys. So that is a wrap on the first ever mowing contractors meetup, which I would safe to say has been pretty good.
It's I'd say
probably
it's been a success.
Exceeded probably what you were expecting.
Well and truly exceeded. The original figures were about the well, even as it stood, like on the events page, we had 91, I think, people attending, and we would have had over 200 today. So, well and truly,
just phenomenal.
Beyond, really excited to see what we can do next year. And
mate, I think everyone's going to be super keen. And for you watching at home who missed today, make sure you keep out for next year's date and put it in your calendar. I think we're all super grateful, mate, for taking the time and for that to organise this day and bringing contractors together that don't even know each other. A lot of people probably met for the first time today, and I met a bloke this morning who operates in the same suburbs as me, and I'd never seen him. So now we're going to keep an eye out for each other and say good day, give a toot, give a wave. Maybe I'll put some glypho over his client's lawns and quickly run away. No, I'm kidding. How much is he charge? I'll charge you $10 less. No, we don't. That's condoning that.
The grassroots, that's what it's all about. Getting contractors together. Look, it's a really cool industry, and this just goes to show this day was amazing. There was no politics, there was no bickering, there's no trouble at all. So everyone was just happy to contribute and happy to be here and mingle and
all the sponsors. Like the amount of sponsors that come on board was just incredible.
19 people actually showed up today, which was incredible.
And Red Kite.
And Red Kite, and even more have contributed in the background. So.
And our lovely Jono's Coffee, who came along as well to provide everyone with, keep them awake, whoever had a late night.
I've already booked them for next year. Awesome. And I told them I'll see them next week.
Well, I pinched an ice latte from them earlier, and the coffee is great. I can be sure of that. So thanks, mate, and a big thank you from all contractors, for organising again this event, and taking the time out of your own busy schedule to organise this. This is a big thing. I do the Mo Time channel on the side of my main business, and I don't get any time to do this, but I try and make the time. Between fathering and husbanding and trying to look after clients and stuff. It's busy, but thanks again, mate, for all your efforts and everything you've done.
Thank you very much. And like I said, check out the Skull Sessions. It'll be a big a big trajectory towards.
You're probably going to do a podcast on, I'd say, today.
I mean, the event podcast, Benny and I will have to find some time to get together.
Yeah, well, mate, you better get into it because the season's about to crack off here in Brisbane, and
I need a de-stress. I think I'll take my wife away for a couple of nights and we'll just chill, have a few drinks.
Hit the massage parlour, mate.
Wine country.
No, I appreciate it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and everyone at home, I hope you've enjoyed today. Like I said, reach out to any of the sponsors that you're interested in, looking at their tools. They're all just a whole great bunch of people here, all here to support us contractors at home. If you're new and just starting your business, good on you. Reach out to all of us if you have any questions or you're concerned about something. That we're all here to support one another, both mentally and physically, in this ever-challenging world. But thanks again, BJ, for everything you've done. And we'll see you all in the next video.
Peace.
All right, everybody, well, that wraps up the part 2 of the series on the Lawn and Garden Contractors Meetup. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to MoTime, please help out by subscribing and moving the channel along. I hope you really enjoyed these 2 videos from the Contractors Meetup. It was a fantastic day, had by all, as I've mentioned, and BJ, hats off to him again for organising the event. I'm really looking forward to next year's event. Whether it's in Brisbane, they're going to hold some, in other states as well. It'd be great to be able to fly down and shoot those for those people who miss out on going to them as well, but I'll see what the calendar looks like. But anyway, I hope you're all staying well, mentally and physically. We'll see you in the next video.